Gamers, welcome back. It is time to do the playoff stage pickems, the final pickems for the Blast TV Austin Major here in 2025. And look, we are still online for a gold coin. No one I know is online for a diamond anymore after this stage, after the chaos. And mate, look, I'll tell you one thing. We didn't get what we wanted in stage 3, but we did call the Vitality upset, and I think I'm pretty happy about that. Here's the results from stage 3, and again, the 3-0s just did us so dirty. But we did call the Vitality upset and got that. We were so close. We were almost a 2-0 with Legacy over mongolz just before, and wow, I'm so unhappy about that one. We got faze, so that's big, and we got... we'll put that one down. We got liquid. So we ended up getting 3 out of the 5 that we needed. Aurora kind of kicked the bucket. Virtus Pro, 13-11 on the final map. That was yet another one where Virtus Pro did us dirty. So I'm happy they're out because they cooked our pickems at pretty much every stage. And these are the final standings. Congratulations. Yes, Pain. They made it to the playoffs, which is amazing. You could see they were crying in happiness at the end of that game. But they were literally like 2 rounds away from losing against Namiga, and Namiga threw some of the easiest leads and deserved to be that 0-3, let's be real, but screwed up our pickems again. Anyway, moving on, time to do the pickems. Please subscribe. Thanks to the power of Photoshop, we're going to be able to get the pickems out of the way nice and fast. Someone complained the other day that the video was too long and that I didn't give a reasoning, and they didn't understand the madness of stage 1 to make me crazy in stage 2 and then into stage 3. So here we are, playoffs time, and I'm still a little bit crazy, but I'll give you some reasons for why this is all going down. Now, the matchups. So here's the matchups for the playoffs and who's going to be playing who. Spirit are taking on mongolz, Na'Vi against Vitality, FaZe and the Mongolz, and then Furia up against Pain, which is one of the biggest gimmies for one of these teams, but that's just how it plays out with this crazy Swiss system that we currently have. Look how stacked this top side of the bracket is. It is actually insane that this top side is this heavily stacked, and I don't know how we've gotten here, but the upsets and the best of ones have given us this. All right, game number 1, Spirit against mongolz. This one, I doubted Spirit to even make it 3-0, and they showed me exactly what happens every single time I doubt them. And then I had faith in mongolz, and they just kicked the bucket. They made it here, but they made it as hard as possible and almost choked many times against teams they should never really be almost choking against. So, because of that, mongolz, unfortunately, I don't have you going through, and we are going with Spirit into the semis. And I hate to play spoiler, but Vitality, yes, they finally lost. It was a best of 1 against a very aggressive upset team that almost upset many, many teams this tournament. Actually did upset many, many teams this tournament. But I don't think that Vitality are going to let their defenses down, and they have the most stage experience out of pretty much everyone here this year. And I feel like that win streak is going to kick back up. So Vitality, welcome to the semi-finals, which will be Vitality and Spirit on this top side for a semi. Spicy. Very spicy. Also, Na'Vi, have been a little bit shaky this year. So if they cause the upset there, happy to lose it. But hey, that's going to take a world of change in Na'Vi to get that dub. FaZe against the Mongol. Okay, I'm happy that the Mongols for Asia managed to make it this far. Got another stage 3 slot for all of APAC, which is huge, and I love that. But I think this is where it ends, only because I saw what Simple did this week. The week before, hey, not so much. But this week, he found his form again. He's still at, like 70% of his power. And I don't know how he's going to go on the stage. But the storyline of FaZe potentially making this run, especially on the lower side of the bracket here, I could see it happening. mongolz, yes, played a cracker of a game just today, just then. But I want to see FaZe going through. I feel like the idea of Simple back on stage multiple days in a row. Oh, have you seen how much life this has given to the stream? It's actually crazy. So FaZe are going through. I'm sorry, mongolz. Please don't watch this video. All the Asian fans. Hey, look, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me. You only have to get a couple of these right? I think it's like 2 in the first round, 1 in the second round, and 1 in the grand final to get the points. And we're going for gold. And I'm pretty confident in a few of these picks to get us the minimum we need to get gold. And that's what we're going for. So bit of fun, bit of action, not really calling too many upsets because it's all best of 3s now. No more best of 1s to throw chaos in the mix. 4th and final quarter, Furia and Pain. I doubted Furia, and I'll never doubt Furia again. They managed to make it through 3-0, so boom, straight through there. And Pain, I still feel like there was so many moments where they could have been knocked out by some teams that are much worse than Furia right now. So this will be a sick matchup, but I feel like Furia having at least a bit more stage experience than what we've seen from Pain in the last year or so, or a long time. There's a lot of individuals on Furia that have played playoffs before. MacMate, I feel like that's going to be a huge advantage in front of the crowd down in Austin. So this is what it's going to be. These are the semis. Welcome, Spirit, Vitality, FaZe, and Furia to the semis. Now, topside semi. Arguably could have been the grand final. 100% could have been the grand final. But I am still thinking Vitality make this run. They kick back into gear. They make it happen. I know Spirit, they won the last major. I don't want them to be greedy. They don't need to win this one. Vitality can do it, which gives us, yes, I already touched on it, Simple back in the stadium for 2 days in a row. Make it bloody 3 days in a row, mate. Simple against Zywoo in 2025 on stage at a major grand final. Whew! That is spicy, and that is what we're going to see. But unfortunately for Simple, hey, it's not going to be the full Cinderella run. It is Vitality, who are the winners, and that is going to be that. Thank you for watching the video, and I'll do my little spiel in a bit. Thanks again for watching the video. Make sure you drop a sub in case we do any major recap stuff after the major. Remember, it's going to be the player break, so watch these games because they're going to be the last good games of Counter-Strike for a little while before the next season kicks off. So look, hey, keep your eyes out, and good luck in your pickems!